Hello, I'm back again. So, I was on Instagram and I saw this Michael Jackson video. I guess it must have been pretty late because he looked like he was about to drop dead. But what he was talking about in the video was being great and learning from the greats, being like a scientist, just dissecting everything that the greats are doing. So I figured I'd talk about that because why not? I need to try and figure out how to make videos, and I feel lazy if I don't. Um, but yeah, being great, you know. Alright, I gotta start talking now before you fuckers leave me. So, being great, it's. I don't know necessarily how to be great. Not necessarily, I just don't know how to be great. But what I do know is that was what Michael Jackson was saying in the video. And that's what I'm going to try to regurgitate to you so I can make some fucking money off this shit. And basically, what Michael was saying was, you gotta be great. Learn from the greats and be greater than them. And I realize playing guitar, it's kind of what you do. That's kind of what I've done. Is just try to figure out what all my favorite guitar players that I consider great, what they do, and how do I be better than them. Let's like take Randy Rhoads for example. Randy could come up with some great riffs and great solos, and when I listen to something like Diary of a Madman, I think to myself, man, that is so fucking good. That is probably the best record ever put to tape. How do I make a record that's as good or better than that? And I write songs a lot, trying to figure out what did he do to get those songs so great. Now the obvious answer is music theory, but Randy had an advanced sense of music theory. A sense of music theory that I think can only be achieved by growing up around musicians, which I did not. My parents are not musical; they're not very into any of the stuff that I do. But I am, so I'm gonna do it. Someone's gotta do it. And I learned a lot of Randy Rhoads stuff, trying to figure out what the secret is. But not just Randy. I try to figure out stuff from Kiss, Van Halen, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. Bands that are great and great at what they do and how they got their influence and how I can get that influence and surpass that influence because I want to be great. And the only way to learn how to be great is to learn from great people. You know. And that goes to everything. Say you want to be a great chef, you can't. You just watch a Gordon Ramsay, and people that are like in the vicinity of that greatness still, and try to be better than that. Maybe don't yell so much. maybe you don't. Maybe you calm the fuck down, and maybe people like you because you're a chill fucking chef. You know that could work. That could work out for you. Or, you know, if you want to be a great athlete. I don't know any athletes that are not very sporty. I do know martial arts. Say you want to be a great martial artist. Obviously, you need to know learn how to do martial arts, but you gotta learn from if you want to be a great martial artist, you gotta learn from great martial artists. Now, obviously, all the great martial artists are either dead or out of our vicinity, but you can watch what they do. You can look up their videos. You can see what kind of techniques they learn. Let's say I wanted to be, let's say I want to be the greatest martial artist that ever lived. Well, all you gotta do is watch what Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, and Jackie Chan did, and see, well, how can I be better than that? And do it and be better than that. I don't know, that you incorporate dancing into your fighting style. I've thought about that. I do taekwondo, and I figured sometimes I didn't think, if I could fucking shake my ass to this, this would be fucking. Yeah, that was dumb as fuck, but it's an idea to have. It's an idea that you can incorporate into your fighting style if you're a martial artist. Maybe I'll do some martial arts stuff for you if you're interested in that. I can still kick pretty high. I got very flexible from that, actually. It's surprising. Maybe not so much though, but yeah, But yeah, you just gotta dissect what great people are doing and be better than that. Now, how you be better than that, I don't really know. I'm just doing the best I can with the information I have. And I am fortunate enough that I live in the era that I could just look that shit up and get all the answers I need from them. In the era of the internet and tab books and tabs and online guitar lessons that they did not have. We're very privileged to have all that shit. Now, I'm sure that some people might say, well, you're being lazy to do things and not do it the way that others are doing. To you, good asshole that's trying to rain on my parade, I say shut up. Because I'm sure if the internet existed back in the 70s, Eddie Hill would have eaten that shit up and learned every fucking time he could because he has access to that shit. I'm sure Hendrix would have taken great use out of tabs if he had access to the fucking Beatles tab book, because why not? You have the tools, just use them. Right? Well, how about Michael Jackson? If Michael Jackson had here, he would have taken singing lessons. I mean, I'm sure he did, but he would have had to pay for them. Yeah, we're all lucky to have the internet. In a sense, it's like a double-edged sword because it's a real piece of shit for developing lazy, motivated people, but it's also a great tool for extremely motivated people who want to get better. And what way to get better than to use a tool that's literally right in front of you? So maybe instead of watching this video, you should be working on your fucking self. Go on and work on yourself. Run all your fucking tabs and whatnot. Would you believe I've had that riff since I was 17? 3 years to get that riff. I had no idea what to do with it. It's just there. Why, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. Or maybe it'll just be there, nagging at me for the rest of my days. For what? I do not know. But yeah, I mean, that's, just stay the greats and be greater. Do what Michael Jackson says, because when it comes to things like that, Michael is definitely very knowledgeable about that. So yeah, just spreading the word. The word of the king of pop. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.